Hello YouTubers and welcome to my first video. Right now I am signed into the account known as Jane Doe. That's what you'll be calling me on my account. If you recognize my voice, please do not tell me who I am, because I know who I am. But on YouTube, I'm Jane Doe. Now, today I'm going to describe to you what is Team Fortress 2. Now, Team Fortress 2 is a first-person shooter game created by Valve, which you can get free through the Steam gaming platform. And Team Fortress 2, which I have open right here. There we go. Now, when you get the game, which I said you can get for free through the Steam gaming platform, which is also free, you will open it and you will come to this screen here. Now, you may see this character, you may see other characters. You also will see a map in the background, which is one of many Team Fortress 2 maps. When you come to the screen, you will see it divided into three sections. This is the main menu screen. You will see Play, which you have Play Multiplayer, which if you click No Thanks, you will come to this. You'll see Start Playing, and you'll see 8 different options. You'll see Payload, King of the Hill, Attack Defense, Payload Race, Control Points, Capture the Flag, Special Delivery, and Random. Now, in Team Fortress 2, there are 2 teams and 9 different classes. Now, in Payload, the blue team fights against the red team, which happens in all the game modes, but in Payload, the blue team has to push a cart with a bomb in it to the end of a track. Now, in Payload maps, there is one map, but there are 3 different areas to it. So once the blue team gets the bomb to the end of the track before time runs out, you'll move on to the next area. If the red team can keep them from getting the bomb to the end of the track before time runs out, then red will win. In King of the Hill, one team needs to hold 1 point until time runs out. In Attack Defense, the red team has to stop the blue team from capturing all the points in 3 different areas. In Payload Race, it is just like standard Payload, only you have to beat the other team from... How do I put this? You have to take your bomb, get it to the end of your track before the other team can take their bomb to the end of their track. In Control Points, this is just like Attack Defense, only both teams are attacking and both teams are defending. And one team must capture all of the control points in one map to win. In Control Points maps, there are only one area to each map. In Capture the Flag, by flag they mean a long briefcase, you have to take one class from your base to the enemy's base, and you have to try to take their briefcase and get it back to your base without dying. In Special Delivery, you have to take another glowing briefcase, but you have to get it to this elevator, which is ridiculously slow, which is only fair because the team has to try to stop you even after you're on the elevator. But once you're on the elevator, you have to get it to the top of this rocket while the rocket slowly opens. Oh god, it's so suspenseful. And then you have to put it into the rocket so it'll launch and blow up after it hits the ground and fails to get space. And Random is pretty self-explanatory. Now, in Co-op, this is also known as Man vs. Machine, or MVM. If you click Co-op, you'll come to this screen. Team up to defend Manco from waves of invading robots. Now, Manco is the company that supplies Team Fortress 2 with their weapons. Manco is not a real company, it's just part of the backstory. Now, you can choose from 2 options. Boot Camp, which is the free-to-play version. You can choose from any of the missions currently available on any of the 3 maps. But in Man Up mode, which you actually need to go to the Manco store, which I'll tell you about later, and buy Tour of Duty tickets depending on how many missions you have to do. But in Man Up mode, there are 3 different Tours of Duty. There's Operation Oil Spill, which is the intermediate, Operation Steel Trap, which is advanced, and Operation Gear Grinder, which is expert. Now, Steel Trap and Oil Spill, they're both fairly easy and they take 6 missions. But since Gear Grinder is expert and extremely hard, if you just said that's what she said, I'm going to murder you. But since it's the more difficult, we'll call it that, version of Man vs. Machine, there are only 3 impossibly difficult missions. But if you should win Oil Spill, you'll get a Rust or Blood bot killer, Rust being the more common, Blood being the rare ones. Steel Trap, which you have a chance to get the more common Silver or Gold bot killer. And Gear Grinder, which you have the chance to get the Carbonado or a rare chance at a Diamond bot killer weapon. Now, Operation Gear Grinder, if you click on it, it'll give you this warning. Warning, expert missions are much harder than advanced missions and require all 16 members to be strong contributors. We recommend all players complete an advanced tour of duty before attempting expert mode. This is pretty true. I've tried Gear Grinder. I couldn't get 1 mission done. You have to get 3 of them done. There's also a guidebook, which is right there. You can look over that. If you click servers, you'll get this pop-up menu, and you can choose from a specific servers, which you cannot find in Play Multiplayer. And training. You have 2 options in training. You can do basic training, which allows you to get the ins and outs of 4 classes, and offline practice, which allows you to fight against bots. And when I say bots, I do not mean Man vs. Machine robots. I mean the people on your team and the people on the other team will be computers. Now in Customize, you can choose to look at your items. You can look at the 9 different classes. You can look into your backpack, check crafting, Manco catalog, or trading. You can also look at your stats, which you'll be able... What's this piece of junk? I don't usually play this in window mode, but you have to for the easy video recorder. You can check your stats, which you can also see if you're trying to load a server. Or you can check tips, and it will allow you to go to the next tip over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Until you finally say, oh God, I think you've given me enough information already. There's also the Manco store, which has, as soon as it loads... Come on. Work with me. Please. Thank you. In the home section of the Manco store, this is Manco store. Manco! We sell products and get in fights. These foreign products work wonders. Saxton Hale, CEO of Manco. You can see the new releases, which right now has 4 pages. The Halloween stuff. And some older stuff that we really don't give 2 shits about. And the 9 top sellers. You can also look for specific items from specific classes in specific loadout slots. You can also check the bundles that they have available. And you can buy map stamps. I really have no idea what the purpose of map stamps are. But you can also look at your replays and the Steam Workshop. Now, some servers on Team Fortress 2 will allow you to create replays, which you can edit and post on YouTube. The Steam Workshop is where you can simply look at items that people have submitted to Steam as ideas for Team Fortress 2. Now, real quick, just to browse through items, these are the 9 classes. The Scout, the Soldier, the Pyro, the Demo Man, the Heavy, the Engineer, the Medic, the Sniper, and the Spy. Now when you go to items, and excuse me, this takes a while to load up the first time, you can check your backpack, which unfortunately is not cooperating with me because I really don't play in window mode. But I'll have to show you that later if I can get this to cooperate. I might make that. But that's pretty much the ins and outs of Team Fortress 2. Right. In the next video, I will be describing each class and its abilities, advantages, and disadvantages. But for now, I think that's pretty good, so until next time, this is Jane out.